What better than the perfect Ferrari that can commute from A to B with your family? I mean kids at the back. What better than the Ferrari Portofino? A V8 twin-turbo 3.9 litre, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in only 3.5 seconds with 591 horsepower. And it also weighs 80 kilograms less than the previous generation California. It looks absolutely stunning. By all means, it isn't the hairdresser car that people make it out to be. To me, I beg to differ. It is something very, very special when you're sitting behind that steering wheel. This car absolutely flies. It is a Ferrari, it is a hardtop convertible, and what better than a summer's day in a car like this? The Portofino. Enough said. It's time to get in and take it for a spin. Ferrari Portofino, this car is absolutely excellent. It's the perfect family automobile. You can sit your kids at the back up until the age of 12, a child seat, and it's a V8 twin turbo. Put your foot down, and it actually makes so much noise out of those exhaust pipes, and it pops on every gear change, which is what I love about this car. It's just such a little go-getter. The actual thing feels like a go-kart, you could say. It's very, very quick. V8 twin turbo, come on. It's got enough horsepower to get it up and going. 591 horsepower, 0 to 100 in only 3.5 seconds. That's quick. And it's still so comfortable. And what I like over this particular model here is that it is an improvement over the standard California, the car that it replaces. I like one aspect is this massive screen here. It's an improved touch screen, and the suspension feels a lot better. The gearing, the gearbox, everything feels a lot more crisp. But boy, is this car so comfy. Let me tell you, ergonomically, it is perfect. It is so spot on. I cannot fault it whatsoever. I like everything about this car. It's comfortable, it's compact, it's still a sports car, and it's a Ferrari. It's got a V8, it sounds great. You can sit the whole family. What more could you want? It's actually kinda perfect in its own way. And I like this more than the GTC4 Lusso, so that's another 4-seater Ferrari. But this looks better. It looks like they've crafted it with some artistic approach for the first time in a while. When you look at the 4-seater Ferraris, this actually looks very, very nice. It actually looks a lot more aggressive compared to the previous generation California and the California T. It's an actual linear car. It's got a lot more power. It shares the same engine as a 488, but it has less horsepower. It looks quite similar in terms of its engine. Oh, it's quick. I like it. It feels very quick. I'm going to be honest. It actually feels just as quick as a Ferrari 458, which is a classic car. This is the modern version of what a Ferrari should be like. That V8 twin turbo, lots of power, 591 horsepower. Drop a gear, gun it, and it actually makes so much noise. It still is a loud car, no matter what they say. They say turbocharged cars are muffled, but let me tell you, in this case, it sounds beautiful. I love the way the exhaust cracks and pops on every gear change, and that little rumble when you're going down that hill. And this just absolutely looks spectacular. It isn't a hairdresser's car by all means, believe me when I say that. This thing still rocks. It actually still accelerates. It has a lot of power. It is crazy. It is still a Ferrari. It feels like what a real Ferrari should feel like. And to me, well, let me tell you now, it's quick. And I keep repeating myself. I'm just going to drop a gear and gun it, and let you know that it still makes you smile. It still gives you that little fright. You do get the butterflies in the stomach because it is a special car. It's quick, and I can still take the family out. You can have the kids in the back, and what better than this sort of Ferrari? And you still have a button here on the steering wheel that you can press. On the suspension, it goes even softer than what it already feels. I like it. It actually feels like a Bentley now. And the seats are comfortable, even though they are thinner compared to the like previous generation cars of California. The Portofino, look at it in all its glory. It's such a gorgeous looking car. Believe me, don't believe what people say about it being a hairdresser car. It is still a Ferrari. It's still real. It's a V8 twin turbo. Sounds absolutely adorable. Amazing to the ears. You could say it's music to the ears. This thing absolutely rockets. It's quick, and I like it. 3.5 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, and you can have the whole family in the back of the car. Hey, what better than a Portofino right now? And believe me, it looks better than the GTC 4 Lusso. Yep, I just said that. It looks better than a V12 Ferrari. And it's just as quick. But it still sounds amazing. The exhaust is still loud. The muffler, I like the way it sounds. It pops, it crackles. And the downshifts are simply gorgeous. You just want to keep playing with that gearbox. It feels amazing to actually drive this car. I like every aspect. There is nothing that I can really fault. All I could say is, why didn't they give it 640 horsepower, not only 591? Because I think it deserves more. But in saying that, it's still very quick.